In this video tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can install Bitwarden server on Ubuntu Server 24.04. Hello and welcome back to my channel. So let's start with the Linux standard deployment specification requirement. So I'm on actually Bitwarden website and I will copy all the commands from this article, but still I will paste all the commands in the description of this video in my article. So you guys can simply just copy and paste. So first of all, we can see the minimum requirement is this memory and storage, and recommended is this one. So I'm using 100 gigs in the machine. If you guys have watched my previous video, we created a machine in Proxmox and we assigned 100 gigs and 32 GB RAM. And I have 2.7 processors. Okay, so then we are going to go to next step. So first of all, make sure you have a domain because it doesn't work with the IP address. I haven't tried it because I put in the domain and I tried accessing it with the IP address, but it was not working. So I'll recommend you to use domain name. So I already have created a record, which is going to be bw.zsol.uk. And in the Nginx proxy manager, I already have set the redirection. You can see it's redirecting to 10.0021 on port 80 and it's HTTP. And I'm using the certificates from Cloudflare. And on the other side, what is the second requirement, which is you should have a SMTP server, like your mailing server. I'm going to use Gmail as my email sender for activation of the accounts. So I have all that already set. Okay, so let's start with the installation process. First of all, you need to have Docker installed on your machine, what we did in my previous video. If you want to see that, just click on the link above on the I button. You will be redirected to that video, how you can install Docker on your Ubuntu server. So we have Ubuntu server and we have Docker installed. And then the first thing we are going to do is adding a Bitwarden user. So I have it here as well, and I also access it using PuTTY. So I'm just gonna keep it here, and one by one we can see the command. So first one is going to be sudo add user Bitwarden, and now it's asking the password for Docker. I'm going to give the password. And the new password for this account, which is going to be Bitwarden, and I'm going to type the password for that one. Enter and then retype. Make sure your password is secure and you can just skip this part. And yes, all the information is correct. So the user is created and the next step is going to be setting the password, what we already have set. And then we are going to add this into the Docker group, sudo group add to Docker. Sorry, we already have the Docker group. With this command, we add a new group. So user mode is a command to add. So this one is going to be the group. So we are adding user Bitwarden into the group Docker. So this user is going to be the part of Docker group. Hit enter. And then the next command is we have to create a directory. So currently we are in home and Docker, like the actual directory for this user. And here we are creating another directory, mkdir/opt and Bitwarden. Yes, we have to create with the sudo. And let's see if we have, yes, we have the Bitwarden directory. And then we are going to change the permissions on Bitwarden directory. So chmod -r, which is recursive, and then 700/opt/Bitwarden. And I again forgot to type sudo in the start. All right, so we have changed the permissions on the directory, and then we are going to change the ownership. A sudo change ownership recursive, and it's going to be Bitwarden, and the group is going to be the Bitwarden as well. And this is the directory which we are going to change the ownership. And again, let me show you here with this command. So you can see this folder is assigned to root, and Bitwarden is under Bitwarden user. Okay. So next is it's giving us some warning. Once you have created Bitwarden user directory complete, do not install with the root. Yes, we are not installing it with the root. So then we are going to copy this command, copy and paste. So this is actually a script from Bitwarden, and it's going to download this. We can check that again under Bitwarden. We need to change the user. Yes, Bitwarden. And let me just re-download it again. Let's check again. Yeah. So because we did not have the permission for this user, because I was logged in as Docker, so I changed my user to Bitwarden, the actual user, and now I can see I have Bitwarden file. And the next command is like super simple. If you simply just do bitwarden.sh, it's going to show you the available commands. No command found, available commands are installed, start, restart, stop, and blah, blah, blah. So you're going to install it first, bitwarden.sh install, and it's going to take a couple seconds, and then it will show you the required information you need to put in. Okay, so first one, it's asking for the domain name. As I showed you guys, I'm going to use bw.zsol.uk and hit enter. Do you want to use Let's Encrypt to generate SSL certificate? For you, it's going to be a different story, but I'm using Nginx Proxy Manager and I'm using SSL certificate from the Cloudflare. So I'm going to say no. And then now it's asking for the database name. I'm going to say this, and then it's going to start pulling all the images which are required, and you can see all the images are downloaded. And now it's asking for enter the installation ID for Bitwarden, and you can get it from this website. So we can simply go to this website and enter email, and it will give you a key. I already have it, so I'm going to use that one. Installation ID, which is this one. Yes, and then the installation key. So I can actually show you. Yeah, it's not a big deal. So you can see installation ID and key, and you can get it as many times as you want. So I'm just going to close this page. So we are done with the installation ID and the key. And then we are going to put in the region. For me, it's US. And then do you have SSL certificate to use? I'm not going to use inside this one. So I'm again going to say no. And do you want to generate? No, I don't want to generate. Okay. So now installation is completed and it's saying to start. Next step is to just start. So before starting that, as I told you, we're going to need the SMTP as well. So we have this folder called BW data, and under that we have a folder env, and under that we have a file global. So here we are going to update all the information. Here we will send set the email address and the host and the port number and all other information. For Google, the port number is, I guess, 465, and the SMTP host is smtp.google.com. So I will put all this information in the description. I'm going to hide this one because I have to type in the username and the password as well. Okay, and in the last section where it says admin settings, make sure you put in your correct email address, and that will be used to be logged in as admin. Okay, so now we're going to go back into the directory where we have the sh file. So we're going to run this. It's already installed, and this time we're just going to run it. For that, the command is start. So we're just simply going to enter start, and it will load all the services, all the containers it's going to create from the images what we loaded already, and then it's going to show us the link. And if you have to update, this is the link. Like it's going to show you always. If you have to update it to the latest version, just type Bitwarden assets update self and then update to get the updated version. All right, so it says Bitwarden is up and running, and this is the link http this bw um, .gsol.uk. Okay, so let's try it on in a different browser. .gsol.uk. Awesome. So now we can see we have logged into the Bitwarden main page. So for your clients, since we did not disable the online registration, so everybody can create their account using their email addresses. So simply click on create account, and I'm just going to use a fake account and just going to type some random password. Okay, so just going to copy this and paste it here and paste it in the hint as well. It shouldn't accept this one as a hint because it's a, yeah. You can see you cannot use your password as your password hint, which is like good thing. You're going to store your all the passwords, so it shouldn't be that easy. So your new account has been created. That's good. Okay, so now it's asking to get the extension. You can add the extension and save or store your all the passwords like in one go. I will add it later. Skip to the web version. So here you can see now I have the vault and I can import the data as well. Okay, so let's try logging into the admin account. This one is just the user account, so I can like changed my email, my password, and all the password and stuff. And this is my vault, new organization. And if I have to import the data, I can import from like folder, and it's asking for the data if you download it from any other Bitwarden, like if you are using the online Bitwarden or any other Chrome, Firefox, even one password. So you just choose the file that's probably JSON or CSV file. So let's try logging in to the admin panel. So for the admin, we type the URL and with the admin. And here you can see it's asking me to please enter your email address below to login. So it should be the same email what we used in the configuration while we were configuring the env file. So I set up one email and I'm going to type that. Okay, so this was zsol.srv, and this is just temporary email I created, and I'm going to click continue. Okay, saying if a valid user with this email address exists, we have sent you an email. Okay, let's check the email. Awesome, it's working perfectly fine. So I have received this email, and it says from me, which is this address, and I can simply click on login now. And this is the main dashboard of admin panel. So you can see the server installed version and the latest version. So that means we are already on the latest version. But in case if you are on admin panel and you see server installed version is older than the latest available, then you can simply type /bitwarden.sh, then update. It will update you to the latest version. Okay, so the next tab is for users. If I click on users, I can see the user I just created like a minute ago. You can see the email address and the details. And also if I click on this user and I can delete it. Like if I do not recognize any user, I can simply go ahead and delete that one. And under organization, since no user have created any organization, so it's not going to show me anything. But if there are any users who created the organizations already, it will show up here as well. And using the admin account, I can delete those as well. So with the admin, you like don't have a lot of features, but still you have a few features. You have control on users. You can delete users, but you cannot change their passwords, which is, I guess, something good. I did not try to click on this one, but these are not clickable. So you can just simply click on the email address and you can just delete. So even if the users are connected to your machine, you won't be able to get their password and stuff. So yeah, it was kind of a long video, but very informative and very amazing because I spent a lot of like a whole day researching on this one, and it took me like a lot of time doing all that stuff. And if you really want to support me and appreciate my efforts, make sure to subscribe my channel and like this video. And also I have a donation link in the description. Thank you so much. I will see you in the next video. Bye.